Hi guys, I'm Jess and today we are talking about the brand new craft box. So I know you guys have all been eager and waiting for our new craft box and you want to get your hands on it, and this one is not going to disappoint. So I'm going to run through everything we have in the box and show you some fun makes that you can do with this box as well. So let's see what's inside. Okay guys, so let's take a look inside. Oh, how pretty. I feel like there should have been like a magical sound there. I'm gonna close it again and see if my fantastic editor can add a sparkly tune over the top. So like a, see? So this is our travel and celebrations box for July. And there's so many goodies in here. There's also an exclusive die set in here. So if you want to get your hands on that, this is the only place you're going to get it, guys. So I'm going to run through everything you get in the box, starting with those dies. So we have, this one is not the exclusive one, I'm going to save that one. But this one is the transport collection, so hence the travel side of the travel and celebrations. So hopefully you can see that. So you get a mixture of loads of different transport elements, so your airplane, your helicopter, cars, things like that. This one would be fantastic if you're crafting for any males in your life, or if you want to get your males in your life into crafting. I think this one's really nice, and I think it'll work all year round. And what I really like about this one is it's all on one piece of metal per transport, if you like, so you're not going to lose any bits, which is fantastic. So it's all on one piece of metal, and I love that because I'm forever losing die pieces, so this is super handy for people like me. Then we've got that exclusive die. So this one is Celebration Glass. Now, obviously we're in summer, everyone's in the sunshine, hopefully, sipping on drinks in the garden, and this is the epitome of that. And I love this one because I love anything with like your celebration drinks, and you can pop a little orange or a lemon on there. You can really personalize it, and this would be fantastic for birthdays, weddings, anything like that. You can't go wrong with this one, and like I said, this is the only place you're going to get this die in this box, which is a reason enough to get it, I think. So what else have we got? We've also got some of our fantastic shake panes. So these are our circle shake panes, so you get 3 different sizes. I always find that you can use the different sizes for multiple different things. I've really enjoyed kind of finding ways to use it with this box, and I'm going to show you a really fun idea on a make in a second. But you could also pop like little flowers around the outside. You could pop some sequins inside, which we also have in the box. So there's some silver sequins and beads in there, so you could get the faceted ones, the heart shapes, the stars, but they're all in this gorgeous silver tone. And then to stick with that kind of silver vibe, we've also got a few other silver bits, so they're all going to work really cohesively together. So we've got our silver luster wax, which you may or may not be familiar with. It is amazing at adding just a little bit of glint to your makes. It's really nice for highlighting texture as well, and it smells amazing. I always say this, it smells like oranges, like orange peel. So if you used it with maybe the celebration glasses, you'd feel like you're sipping a summer drink, which, I mean, who doesn't want to be sipping a summer drink right now? I know I do. Then we've got the decorative metallic flakes. I was checking that I was going to say that right. The metallic flakes. So these are again in the silver. These are really handy to add, again, just a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of shine, and you can completely cover a section, whether it's a die cut piece or a strip or something on your make, and then you can cover it with all these flakes. Let's see if I can take that off without making a huge mess. And you can really create this amazing metallic effect. That stopper is fantastic with this as well, because it's going to stop you from making too much mess, and I'm always making mess with these, so I really appreciate that. And I find the best way to attach, I feel like I can see flakes in there. The best way to attach these flakes is with the permanent adhesive roller. I just think this is so much of a mess-free way to attach them compared to like glue where you have to wait for it to dry. I've got no patience, so this is super easy for me. I can just use that roller, drag it back, and then pop those flakes on, and it attaches really, really nicely. You can buff it in, and I'm going to show you a project that I've done that on. But you can also use the adhesive roller. I use it a lot for attaching bases of cards and things like that, and it's just so much better than using double-sided tape. You don't have to faff around. It just saves a lot of time, and I always find that anything that saves me time when I'm crafting and makes my life a little bit easier is a godsend. So that's that. And then to round off the silver element in our box, we've got some silver texture roll. So texture roll, I'm going to take it out of the packaging so you can see it, is, as it suggests, a really nice texture. So you've got this silver effect on the front, and then you've got a kind of almost a leather effect on the back, and it's really thick but really durable. So you can use it for multiple things, whether you're making folders or binders or something like that. You can even stitch into this, which is fantastic. But I really like to use it alongside some of the dies, particularly that travel set, because particularly with things like your airplane and your helicopter, they are really nice to cut from this because you're going to get that really nice metallic glint, and those kind of I was going to say transports are often, you have that kind of silver effect on some of them. So this is really, really nice to use alongside that, and I'm sure you can come up with some fantastic ways to use this. There's loads of videos across all of our socials to show you some tips and tricks on how to use the texture roll. And then last but not least, we have some cardstock. So there's two different kinds of cardstock in here. So there is, first there's some sheets of our plain ivory cardstock. So this is smooth cardstock. So I think there's 5 sheets of the ivory cardstock in there. So this is fantastic for your card bases or anything like that. It's really nice to use alongside the luster wax. I really like using it for that because it's a really nice smooth texture. So we've got 5 sheets of those, and then we've got 10 sheets of our Eclectic cardstock. So you may or may not seen this before because it was kind of like a special release. I think it was Pete Hughes who came up with all the colours, so you know you get something good when Pete's come up with the idea. And this is outside of our core cardstock colours, so they're really nice and rich colours, really mixed tones. So you've got things like your really dark kind of berry in there, a nice bright orange, that gorgeous peach, really rich kind of jewel tones, and this is the Eclectic cardstock. So it's really gorgeous, and it has this amazing texture on, just like our core cardstock, and you get 10 sheets of those. So you've got plenty of colours to choose from and use, and I think these work really well with those kind of more masculine cards as well, which is fantastic to use with those transport dies, I think. So I think that is everything that we get in that box. It is a fantastic deal, guys. I believe it is £28.99 on the .co.uk website if you're shopping on there, and then if you're shopping over on .com, it's $34.99. So just think about how much you're actually getting for your money, because if you think a die set is usually over £10 easily. You've also got an exclusive die set in there. Then you've got things like your shaker panes and all of those effects. Like, you've got so much to make with, and it's all in one box, which is super handy. And it comes in this beautiful box, which I always keep, and I love to store all my goodies in there. And I actually like to gift extra bits, so I'll like maybe get my box and then I'll have any spares or anything that I wanted to gift to a friend or my mum or something like that, and I'll pop them all in these boxes, and they feel really special because you can give them to people and they feel like they're getting a really nice gift. So I've got a couple of projects down here that I just wanted to show you before we end. So these are 2 projects that I've made using that craft box. So this is the one that I was referring to when I said a fun way of using those shaker panes. So what I've actually done is the clouds from the, I've forgotten the name now, the Transport Collection die set, I've actually cut those into a piece of card. And then what I've done is I've attached attach the shaker pane, the larger shaker pane, to the back with all those amazing sequins inside, and then you can see through to those fun clouds. And then the extra clouds I've just cut from the Ivory cardstock, added some luster wax on to just give them a bit of a hint, and then I've cut that plain out from the textural like I suggested, and it looks amazing. And then I just added a little flying banner behind it. And how cute is that? That would be amazing for anything, birthdays, Father's Day, anniversaries, anything like that. And you could make it really personal, because I just hand wrote that I love you on there, so you could completely change it up however you like. And then you have the fun element of the shaker pane as well, which is fantastic. And then a little bit more celebration than travel. I've done a really nice, simple, potentially wedding card or anniversary card, I thought, for this one. So we've got those 2 glasses of bubbly, clinking cheers. I've used some of the sequins at the top that I had in my box to add some extra fizz and bubbles over the top. And then what I did with the sentiment, I just printed that, but underneath I used the adhesive roller with the metallic flakes just to give that some texture and create a backing to my sentiment. So that's a really nice, simple way. It barely took me any time, this card, but it's really effective and really personal, and you can even change up your sentiment. And if you're giving it for a wedding or something, you could put your Mr. and Mrs. Last name or the date or something like that. I think that'd be so fun. So there we have it, guys. The amazing Travel and Celebration July craft box. I know you guys have been waiting for a brand new Sizzix Craft Box, so I really hope you enjoy it. I can't wait to see what you guys make with everything inside. Hopefully you get your fingers, I had my fingers crossed and I got distracted. Hopefully you get your hands on one of these boxes. They do tend to sell out pretty quickly, guys, so make sure you head on over to the website and grab one if you do want one, because I do think this one will go pretty quickly, especially with some of those exclusive bits in there. Okay, so I think that's everything from me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed taking a look in our brand new craft box. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, stay safe and keep crafting. Thanks, bye.